Liverpool's transfer window has been anything but quiet. And as the final days tick down, the stories swirling around Anfield continue to grow in intensity. Adam Wharton remains a central name, but what makes this saga even more intriguing is the wider ripple effect it could have on Liverpool's squad planning. Wharton has already established himself as one of the most composed midfielders in the Premier League, despite his young age. And the fact that Real Madrid, Manchester City, and Manchester United are circling tells you everything you need to know about his standing. Yet what sets Liverpool apart in this race is not only the tactical need, but also the willingness to make a decisive move if the timing feels right. Wharton's ability to keep control in the most chaotic moments has drawn comparisons to some of the finest midfielders in Europe, and Arne Slot is said to see him as a player who could walk into his system without hesitation. The key question, however, is whether Liverpool can fend off the financial muscle of City or the desperate need of United. Manchester United see Wharton as a solution to their constant midfield imbalance, a player around whom they can build for the long term. Real Madrid's admiration is clear, yet the Spanish giants are restricted by their own summer spending, leaving the door slightly ajar for a Premier League rival to pounce. That is why Liverpool's decisive nature in deals could become their biggest weapon here. This isn't just about adding depth, it's about sending a message that the Premier League champions refuse to be reactive. They want to stay one step ahead, and Wharton, with his balance of maturity and untapped potential, ticks every box. But Liverpool's midfield chase isn't happening in isolation. Parallel to Wharton's story is the Marc Guehi situation, a subplot that is rapidly gaining momentum. Guehi has been on Liverpool's radar for months, and with Crystal Palace now having lost Eberechi's to Arsenal, there's an unavoidable sense of vulnerability around Selhurst Park. Issa's departure, at £67.5 million, underlines Palace's willingness to sell at the right price. But the fee being quoted for Guehi is higher than what Liverpool want to pay right now. Still, with only a year left on his contract, Guehi has the leverage. He knows that if a deal isn't agreed this summer, he could leave for free next year. And Liverpool are smart enough to use that as part of their negotiations. The player is reportedly keen on the switch to Anfield, and that alone could tilt things in the Reds' favor. Fans should also remember that Liverpool's recruitment drive this summer hasn't just been about big names, but also about strategic balance. Giovanni Leone's arrival is a reminder of the club's commitment to securing future stars before they explode on the world stage. Wharton would fit into that same profile: young, hungry, technically strong, and already battle-tested in the Premier League. Yet Guehi, too, is a reflection of what Liverpool are building: a defensive unit capable of sustaining the intense pressing and transition-heavy football Slot demands. It's not about numbers anymore. It's about ensuring that every position has a player ready to step in without dropping the standard. And this is where the hooks of the transfer window come alive. Liverpool are not just fighting for signatures, they're fighting narratives. If United were to land Wharton, it would be seen as a power move in the balance of English football. If City were to swoop in, it would be another example of their ability to stockpile elite talent. For Liverpool, missing out could feel like more than just losing a target. It would risk letting rivals get stronger at their expense. This is why the pressure on Richard Hughes and the recruitment team is so immense right now. The market is inflated, and every top player comes with an eye-watering price tag. But the reality is simple. If Liverpool want to remain at the very top, they must make statements when opportunities present themselves. What makes this even more captivating for supporters is the sense that Liverpool are once again entering a new cycle. Last season's title win under Arne Slot wasn't just about momentum. It was about laying the foundation for a squad that could dominate for years. Wharton, Guehi, and others being linked are all part of that longer-term vision. The key is balancing immediate influence with future stability. G's leadership and Premier League know-how could be priceless in the defensive line, especially with the long campaigns Liverpool face across 4 competitions. Wharton, meanwhile, could become the heartbeat of a midfield set to evolve. Beyond the shadows of its previous generation, the next 10 days will test Liverpool's resolve. Negotiations with Palace are ongoing. Madrid's position could change with one sale, and United will not back off easily. Supporters are left clinging to updates, aware that one decisive bid could alter everything. This is where Liverpool's reputation as a club that moves swiftly and silently could once again come to the fore. Slot has been clear about the profiles he wants, and Hughes has shown he can act when the right target becomes available. The anticipation is palpable because fans know that if Liverpool land Wharton and Guehi before the deadline, the champions won't just be defending their crown, they'll be strengthening it with pillars for the next era.